Kia ora koutou katoa. This is InfoJam, where we stop and update you on news and info from the past week. Leading news this week, the first cruise ship for the 2022-23 season has arrived in New Zealand. The P&O Pacific Explorer has docked in at Queen's Wharf in Auckland from Sydney. It is the first ship here in nearly 2.5 years. About 2,000 people, including crew and 1,200 passengers, were on board. Its arrival also marked the reopening of cruising to the Pacific, with the ship on its way to Fiji next. The Pacific Explorer was based in Australia and followed Australian COVID-19 rules. 20 ships are due to dock in the country before Christmas. In world news, marine scientists say that coral across much of Australia's Great Barrier Reef is recovering. Over the last 10 years, it has suffered from storms and bleaching events to record high levels. The reef's northern and central parts have the highest amount of coral cover since monitoring began nearly 40 years ago. Scientists looked at 87 different sites and found that northern and central parts of the reef had bounced back from damage more quickly than some had expected. However, coral cover in the southern part of the reef has decreased. Experts are warning that the new coral is still vulnerable to future threats, including climate change, which means that progress could be quickly undone. From the Odd Stuff file, the World Dog Surfing Champs have been held at Linda Mar Beach in Pacifica, California. The competition sees dogs dressed in beach-appropriate clothing, including sunglasses, costumes, and doggy-sized life jackets. The dogs are judged on some of the same categories as a human surfing competition, from technique to the length of the ride. Awards are handed out based on dog size, small, medium, large, extra large, as well as other categories, including human-dog tandem. The main winner was an Australian cattle dog named Skylar, who nabbed first place as the top dog final overall champ. The World Dog Surfing Championships has been held on the California coast since 2016, and it is one of several such contests that have been established around the world. In sports, the All Blacks have beaten South Africa 35-23 in their rugby championship match at Ellis Park. 2 late tries for the All Blacks sealed the win and broke their losing streak. After going up 15-0 early in the match, the All Blacks took a 15-10 lead into the halftime break. South Africa scored the first try of the second half to make the score 21-20 to the All Blacks. However, a blistering last 10 minutes with 2 tries ensured the famous victory. Our pop culture topic this week is all about Spider-Man turning 60. The Rad Web superhero is celebrating 60 years since he was created. Marvel is paying tribute to the month with a special 1000th issue of the Amazing Fantasy comic in which Spider-Man first appeared. The magazine will feature stories from top creators like Dan Slott, Jonathan Hickman, Neil Gaiman, and Rainbow Rowell, which will explore the past and future of Spider-Man. Peter Parker, also known as Spider-Man, first appeared in the 15th issue of the Amazing Fantasy comic in 1962, which Stan Lee and Steve Ditko created. At first, the comics publishers didn't think anyone would like Spider-Man, and the creators were only given 11 pages to tell his story. However, that comic edition sold so well that the following year in March, Spider-Man got his own comic book series called The Amazing Spider-Man. There have now been more than 900 issues published of the Amazing Spider-Man comic. Finally, the value of the week this week is still gratitude. Remember, gratitude is the feeling or quality of showing appreciation for what you have. There are times when we can find it hard to be positive. Maybe you had a really bad day and struggled to think of things to be grateful for. In these times, it's helpful to practice gratitude. When you find it hard to be positive, reflect upon a time that makes you smile and find a sense of gratitude. We can express gratitude by remembering what makes us smile, reminding ourselves of a fact, and looking ahead to the future. So next time you're finding it hard to be positive because of what is happening around you, remember you can turn your day around by positioning yourself with a lens of gratitude. And a huge shout out to Tawa Intermediate School. Have an awesome day, team. And that's it for this week's InfoJam. If you want to know more about these stories and others like them, make sure you have a look around kiwikidsnews.co.nz and remember to tune in next week for our next InfoJam. Ka kite anō.